Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? Get mesmerized. No, as promised in the last episode, today what we're going to do is that we're going to try and make the Mekasuit. Not just for extra fanciness. That's a quest? Okay. Well, obviously we're not making the Mekasuit just for fanciness. We need that, I think. It does require a ton of microcrafting, but don't you worry. We will manage. Well, if nothing has gone wrong, that should be the chest piece, the legging, and the boot. Like so. Now we are very fancy. It's just that we don't have any power, which is fine. For the moment, what we're going to do is that we're going to have a flux controller, and I think we can do wireless charging with that. Yes. Very slowly. We're not generating that much power, obviously. Yeah, it's dropping, but it's good. Also, another very important thing that I have forgotten up till right now is that I forgot to color my backpack. Purple. Doesn't look very purple. Yeah, we just hide it. Obviously, the Mekasuit is surprisingly fancy, but that's not what we want. We want the augments. Normally, you would need HDPE, but in this mod pack, we just need plastic, which we have. I think the first augment that we're going to work towards is going to be water breathing. And I really hope it works. So that is water breathing. We can have the vision enhancement, which is like night vision. So there you go. We can also have a jetpack, which is going to be amazing. Charge distribution unit. That's actually quite amazing. It's very useful when you have mediocre amounts of power. We can also have the gyroscopic stabilization. It's like air affinity, so when you're flying, you can still mine at normal speed. And I don't really know why, but maybe a magnet. Don't really know where it goes. Mecha boots. Okay. We also need the modification chamber. I don't really know where to put it. So here, oh, you need power. I forgot how to upgrade things. Yeah. So the jetpack is off. I have to find the keybind for it, but we can go underwater and we're not losing oxygen. Great. Although there is a crushing mechanic in this mod pack, so I'm not really sure. Can I go down? That's a good sign. Oops. Well, I'm not dying. Maybe the armor just keeps me safe. Yeah, we seem to be fine. Hi. So I'm not sure. Do I have a jetpack? Maybe it's on. Well, we know that we can breathe underwater and we don't get crushed. We do get crushed, but we don't. Somehow. I just rearranged the keybinds and vision enhancement is really bad. I remembered that you actually need to install more of them. So here's the helmet and here are the upgrades. Is it enhanced? It's actually not that bad. Also for the jetpack, apparently you have to be in water. It gets oxygen from water or hydrogen. You see, it's charging up. Also for the first time, I'm really not afraid. Come here, you garbage. Ah, you should come here too, garbage. So nice. And yeah, the jetpack also works. Cool. We're good. So something funny, you know how I hate my inventory being full. I just made myself an atomic disassembler because I thought I don't need a shovel, I don't need an axe, I don't need a pickaxe, it's just one tool. And you know, we have the infinite ham, so it's just like 3 items. Then I was checking the damage. So atomic disassembler does 21 damage, my sword does 12. True, this one cannot be enchanted, but it's already amazing, I think. Yes, we can kill a fish. But that is not the only thing that we want for mechanism, we also need the QIO network. It's a cheaper substitute for an ender chest. Because eventually I need to expand my AME system and we need everything to be connected. If that is the case, let me try to get some gizmos. Also, how do you make a better tier upgrade? I'm sorry I asked. That's actually not that bad. Duratium. Yeah, we'll fix it. Let me get my QIO network. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a while later and I have made a ton of alloys from mechanism manually. Also a ton of circuits. But for the moment I think it's enough for what we want to do. So let's get ourselves our QED drive. That is 1, that is 2. We also need to have extra dashboards because now we can convert them into wireless. And we can also make some drives. How many? I have no idea. Okay, that many. What did we run out of? Okay, that's not a big deal. So we can convert one of them into the hyperdense one. Why not? Well, actually, maybe 2 of them. It's fine, we don't miss much. Just a diamantine block. Yeah, I just realized the hyperdense one can hold more types of items. That's cool. However, since I have been making alloys manually, I neglected my applied energy 6 automations. Well, not automations. Circuits, to be more precise. I got my circuits. Let's do some remodeling. This is really not a super complicated mod pack, so I'm assuming just having 6 drives is going to be more than enough, until we finish every single quest. Very soon we are also going to get into autocrafting, so let's have extra terminals, and also a requester. QIO drives for the moment can go over there, with their panel, and some storage. One of them is going to be used for my backpack, and the other one for base logistics. Also, let's try to go fancy. We use netherite facades. We are relatively wealthy, we can be fancy. Yeah, relatively fancy. It's actually quite difficult to remodel a base, it's easier just to make one. But unfortunately, we are already committed, and I was thinking maybe we should get into autocrafting. Why would anyone leave it for later on? Also, these are not really amazing CPUs, but it should work. There's 4 of them, 16K. And the first thing that we are going to automate are going to be the different processors from Applied Energistics. There's even more one from Mecha. We also have this mod which gives you the shattered singularity. Okay, it's not that bad. Again, not such a horrifying mod pack, so what we need are a few P2P tunnels and that's it. We don't want to be wasteful. We can have a few extra ones even here. Oh wait a minute, they have 16 channels instead of 8. I didn't know that. Those are our inscribers, there's a total of 6 of them, because later on we might actually have to make the quantum processor, I'm not exactly sure. But we do have a dense cable coming over here, and we're going to assemble some pattern providers and molecular assemblers. Because I just realized my first patterns were not for a pattern, they were for processors. Because of that mistake, should we restart the pack? No. So I think all of them have cards. That's good. We need more diamonds. But anyways, that's not much autocrafting power, but it will do. And I'm stuck. We have to teleport home. Actually, I forgot. We need 2 storage buses. One of them will be hooked up to our drawer over here, so that we will have access to Certus quartz. And since we have entangled blocks in this mod pack, another one is going to be entangled to an entangled block. So we shall put you over here. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to link the storage drawer over here to our applied energistic system, like so. That should work. So if I search redstone, yeah, we even have the clusters. I don't really like that because the system is going to get confused, but I don't have a choice. Also, while we are doing this, let's also hook up cobblestone, gravel, dirt, sand, and dust. Gravel is garbage. I should get better hammers. I know that. We have access to everything. Lovely. So now I guess I can make my pattern for a pattern. Like so. I have upgraded everything, I have covered everything, and I set some patterns, and I especially like the cable with the purple glass. Not just because it's purple, it looks like we're upgrading an old castle, but there's one more upgrade that I want to do, and that is to our replicator. As it stands, it's actually not that bad, but it's incredibly slow. And I think we need all the replicator ore that we have gathered so far. I do have a feeling we're going to need more cables. I want to go with 2 extra disintegrators. And if possible, 4 more replicators. Because each replicator actually replicates 1 item. If we have 8 of them, then it's going to be like 1/8 of a stack. Makes a bit of sense. Also, when I set up the system, I actually had no idea how it works. Now I have a semi-good understanding, I believe. I got a bit carried away, and the system that I had in mind wasn't actually too pretty, so I had to cover everything. It's not something super fancy, I just added more tanks, more disintegrators, and more replicators, and everything is just hidden behind here. And you know, we have some hidden lights. So now if I want to process something, it's going to be surprisingly faster. I also brought the Oritech machines up here, and since not all of them would fit, I put some of them up there, somewhere. Yes, there. Then I remembered I dismantled the smeltery, we have the induction matrix instead, so we can't make plates. And I could barely make enough plates, and thankfully I made a lot of steel plates. Because otherwise I think I would have had to reassemble the smeltery. Where's the other piston? This magnet is weird. Also, I do understand you can rotate the piston, but I always struggle. Does this work? Yes. Also, we are going to make the presses a bit more fancy by having some crates and some extracting conveyor belts. And obviously some dropper conveyor belts so that everything goes inside the storage crates. Maybe some more scaffolding. Yeah, that should work. The thing is, after we're done with the presses and make the molds, we want to continue with Oritech. And I do have a feeling that it does require a bunch of plates and wires. Also, things are not going to really float like this. I'm going to add more catwalks. So, press molds. How do we make them? I think that's like literally my last piece of iron plate. No? Okay, I just had an extra one. Steel plates, on the other hand, we have so many of them. So we want the gear, I guess we want the plate, the rod, and the wire. The rest, we don't care. You shall do plates, and you shall do wires. Yeah, it does work with a metal press. But let us try to make a bunch and see if everything works. It does. It's fine. Everything seems to work, and what we're going to try and work towards is going to be a higher tier of machine frame. The elite one. Why am I trying to work towards this? Well, first off, we're going to have way more power if we change it on the solar panels, but secondly, we can make advanced tier installers from Mechanism. I'm assuming that's a good thing to have. However, we need something called the Atomic Forge, and we have exactly 2 flux gates. Okay, that's good. That means I don't really have to go through the process right now. But we're missing something called Duratium. It's platinum netherite. You know, it's been so long that I kind of forgot that this is why I upgraded the replicator. But you give me 16 netherite. Yeah, this time we get 8 every iteration. Not the worst. I guess let us make a bunch. Well, for what we want to do, we just need the 1. So there you go. Atomic Forge. You need 8 machine cores. I don't have a lot of cores. Also, no clue how this thing works. So for the moment, let's have a temporary setup. It actually looks quite nice, I have to admit. It's just that I have no idea how to power it. We should make a wireless terminal. How do you power this thing? Well, there is a chance that you power it from the bottom. No? Do you need a special type of power? I don't even see it in the quest book. Oh, I'm sorry, it's here. It needs to be powered by a laser. If it's not very obvious, I'm not really a fan of lasers. But here is the laser. So I don't really know how you work, but you only fire to him. Ah, okay. You click the destination first, then the laser. Then it shouldn't break things. Don't break things. We have power. So we need silicon wafer. I'm not sure if it consumes stuff. Does it consume stuff? Yeah, every time. It's a good thing that I have been making some carbon. Oh boy, this is amazing. Looks beautiful. So then you just put a circuit between 2 silicon wafers and you get the advanced computing engine. That's it. I have really been expecting something super complicated. We do have a bunch of processing units. Let's upgrade some of them and see how everything goes. Cool, we already have it. And this one is not a quest, but I can have 1 elite machine core, which is amazing. And we can upgrade it into the advanced tier installer. For Mechanism. I will get more, don't you worry. This is a bit cheaty, but can I do this and move it and still have flight? Yeah, we still have flight. Because instead of that source link, we can actually use something else. There's our mob farm, and we can use the Vitalik source link. Oh, melons. How do you get melons? Oh, there's a chance we already have some. You get it from sieving dirt. Hey, you. Give me melons. Maybe with a slightly better farmland. Melons are glitchy. Anyways, Vitalik source links are great because they will generate source whenever a creature dies. So if you have a mob farm, this is already great. If they die faster. Yeah, it's not that bad. It's just that the mob farm is garbage. In any case, I just wanted that real estate because that table is beautiful. Whoop, don't break. What, you jerk? I just wanted it to be here, where I can watch it. Yeah, after taking some safety precautions, it does work. I try to hide everything and make this guy look like a table. However, I have been thinking, while everything is being prepared, let's try to do something. So there is a main quest line. It has 4 chapters. We're at chapter 4. The rift. It doesn't really seem to be that complicated, so I really want to try and at least find the rift. But the way that I understand everything is that the rift itself is underwater and I don't really want to swim every time. So I have been looking for some sort of a teleporter. And since we have been playing with waystones a lot, I kind of forgot that Mechanism has its own system, which is a quest. They wanted us to do this. I didn't know that. Also, in 1.12, I remember this used to crash your game. So I'm really hoping that in the recent version, it's gonna be fine. Oh. Okay. They really wanted us to do this, and you should not hold it in your hand. It emits light. I did say this place is massive, but I'm running out of space. Where do we set it up? I guess here is fine. So let's call this one home. I think that's a valid setup. And let us set the portable teleporter to home. So will you teleport? Oh. Nice. I mean, if that is the case, I don't need the nether portal. Yeah, we just make a portal down there. Actually, one of the things that I forgot is that you need to provide it with power. What the... It's fine, we can teleport back home, but that was weird. So we can have our flux point down there. We can have a teleporter. It only requires 9 blocks, so that should be our portal. And we set this one to be nether. So we don't really need to have the nether portal. That can go away. Instead, we shall have our home portal here. So let's see if it works. Teleport me home. We're good. Now, this is something that I have never ever tried, so this could go horribly wrong, but let us go back to spawn. You know, that dirt block. We can still fly, that's a good sign. Now, if you look at the quest book, it will tell you that there is something under there. Swim underneath your escape pod and dig beneath the ocean. So there should be something down there. Let's go and check it out. There are not that many creepy monsters, that's a good sign. I hear crushing sounds. How would you know if there is something down there? Oh, it's not just the water, you will always hear that sound. Okay, can you not follow me? Thank you. Well, there's extra water. That's a ravine. I hope the damage that we're negating using We reached something. I mean, I'm hoping that the damage that we're negating using the Mekasuit is really not consuming that much power. Suddenly we might implode. Where is it? Let's make some small tunnels. That's water. That's also water. Shocking, I know. That's bedrock. This is the rift. Gate? Something? I was just digging poke holes to it. There is a conduit. Oh, that should be the portal itself. Aha. Okay. Now we know. Let's set up our teleporter. I forgot I can't fly. But yeah, this will be called Rift Gate. But honestly speaking, there is actually not much here. A bit of skulk, that's it. And yes, also amethyst. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing else. But this is cool. This is all costume made. They have made a huge effort. Also, apparently the way that we open this thing is that we need to make some sort of a portal fluid. It needs chorus fruit. How do you make chorus fruit? Okay, it's doable. But for today, we just found it. Let's go home. One of the things that I normally do in every single mod pack is that I overcomplicate stuff. There is actually a very high chance that we are ready to go to the rift, but I'm just being too scared. So let us get some energy units. What happened? Ah yes, the card. As I was saying, let's get a few energy units. We want to make sure that our suit is going to have enough power for what I want to try. This will take ages to recharge. We just put it inside the induction matrix. Does it work? Not really. Okay. I can wait. Wait, that's almost the entire power that I have. Yeah, just for the helmet and the body armor. Yeah, let us remove a bit of energy units. And the reason that it's actually taking a lot of time to recharge is our induction provider. Because I only have the one and it will transfer 100,000 RF per tick and that's it. Yeah. Now it's double the speed. Also, maybe it's not a bad idea to upgrade at least one of the solar panels. We need 15. Yes. That should be way more power. How much is it? 2,500. Not much. To be honest with you, the next core is actually cheaper and way easier to make. Let's make a few of those. We just need a bunch of netherite. Okay, that means every single item that we have from the nether is going to be recycled. This is why I have a lot of disintegrators. Yeah, you see how fast it's rising? That's good. Yeah, by the time that I have been trying to gather netherite, my armor is fully charged and we have like 1.7 billion RF, so that's not really necessary. And yes, just in case you're wondering, I'm trying to gather some hydrogen for my jetpack. This is why we're underwater. It's almost full. We're going to go to the nether. That's not the nether. You don't teleport between dimensions? Or I might have set it wrong. Generally speaking, I just hate nether portals. There is a very high chance that I just set this one wrong. It is set to nether. So teleport me to the nether? What a jerk. There's probably a reason that we never use that thing, but that's the reason that we're going there. Cataclysm mod. Jetpack is slow. Hello boys. Just passing through. Very slowly and majestically. Ah, the Soul Forge. Hi. Oh, he woke up. Well, he's not doing any damage. We're doing some damage. And he's crazy. Don't do stupid things. Why do they have so much health? It's a bit of a boring fight because I'm just left clicking. And he's almost dead. Well, he is dead. Not almost. Also, if I remember everything correctly, there should be some netherite somewhere. Not there. Ah, it's here. Well, there's not much. Oh wait, there's another room. Hi. Do we kill you? Netherite effigy. Well, I guess there are a few treasures. Let's move on to the next boss. We actually have to do these fights before we would be able to finish the mod pack. That's how we will go home. There is an altar. We need a few gizmos. And I believe down here there should be a few blazes who are going to give us the gizmos. They also have a spawner or something. Hi. Whoa. He did damage. How did you do damage? Okay, that's what we want. The burning ashes. Also, I just wanted to mention I'm not healing up. Okay, I am. Call me a chicken. I almost died. Yeah, that's some sort of a magical damage which we take a lot of damage from. Stop doing that. Just die. Yay. We got the burning ashes again. Anyways, in order to summon the boss, what we need to do is to put the burning ashes inside the altar. Horrible idea. If it goes wrong, I'm just gonna teleport back home. Hi. Woo. I just remembered him. I don't really remember how we did that. We just go and try to kill him. Yeah, we're doing damage. He's not doing any damage. Yeah, literally he's not doing any damage. But I think he has a few phases. And we have to kill him when he's not holding the shield. It's a good thing I made the mecha suit. Also, his minions were more difficult than himself. Sort of. Yeah, he's in the second phase. Don't remember what we had to do. Okay, same thing. We just hit him. Wait, he's actually not doing any damage. Why am I jumping then? Well, jumping helps because we do critical damage, I guess. Okay, that one hurt. Let's hope he doesn't do that often. But you got to admit, the bosses are surprisingly cool. I have just arrived home and there's another airdrop. Not that we need them, but we also got an amazing trophy and we do need all of them in order to go back home. So, you go over there and let's see what do we get. Nope. Netherite is nice. Not really amazing, but we take it. So there's also a blazing grisp, which we can craft now. And there is a random chance of doing a weird damage. Not an amazing test subject. I don't really know what it does. Anyways, if we are almost invincible, let's go to the rift and see what happens. What can go wrong? Yeah, that's our chorus fruit. Come to me. I have to set it to different destinations. Otherwise it will just teleport you here. So anyways, this is our portal fluid catalyst. And let us see if we can make the fluid. So, polymorphic catalyst goes in. We drop the portal fluid. That's unstable. We add the skulk. And wait. So that's a portal fluid, right? Probably. Let's go and check it. We set you, then we teleport. Oh, come on. Okay. Don't know how it worked, but that is the fluid. And that is a portal. It's from Costume Portal API Reforged. Should I go in? I don't know. I really don't know. Well, let's go. What can go wrong? What the? Ah, so we were supposed to be ejected. And now we need to extend our time. Oh boy. So all of this gives you like 5 minutes? Heisenberg compensator. What are we doing? Okay, it's not that bad. Teleport me home. Okay, I'm learning. Talking about learning, I have learned something brand new. There is a quest line called the Abyssal Archives and it gives you music discs.
I found a structure.
And they talk.
Big, ancient, and
it does give you the entire storyline. It's so cool. There is an airdrop and I'm getting all kinds of amazing stuff. First off, I got Prometheum. This is from Oritech and apparently it's a pain to craft. I also got a creative compressed iron block. Oh, it's not a creative compressor. Okay. Any temperature that I want. Turbine bearing. Turbo fuel. Now we... Oh, wow. Well, now we're talking. Thank you. Is this awakened? Awakened Supremium Paxel. My atomic disassembler is now redundant. That was amazing. So what is the plan? Well, I have done some exploration and I got some decent food. We have Spice of Life, so extra hearts is a thing. I have also noticed that there is a very high chance that we cannot wear this armor into the rift. There is a rift armor. It has to be from Just Dire Things. So yes, we're gonna take damage. And since we are going to take damage, I have been looking for these structures underwater. They do give us different seeds. Well, I got berries, I got rice, and I got onions. And we also take the garden cloches, why not? It's actually quite nice because they give you nature essence. Or seed. But I think I have what we need. What is this? It's just Inferium. Okay. But we are done. Let us go home. Oh, come on. Because I'm taking damage, I suppose. Teleport me home? Yes. Oh, and by the way, I have taken some time and prepared myself a very small kitchen. Wait a minute, that's the spawn island. Didn't know it's in the same dimension. I have gained an extra heart, I have prepared some food, and we're going to get way more hearts very soon. However, there is one more thing. Well, at least for today. Next episode, there's also a thing from Oritech. We're going to get into irons, gems, and jewelry. So if you guys notice, I do have a ruby ring and I do have a ruby amulet. They do give me extra hearts. The quality is not great because it is made out of copper. In order to do this mod, well, you either have to find a jeweler in a village, or in this mod pack, you need to sift suspicious sand. Thankfully, it's actually craftable. What we need is just sands and some grains of infinity. And yes, I have a seed for this. But that should give us suspicious sand. Perfect. I don't have a diamond sluice, we go with netherite, and I do have a diamond mesh, which is great. So let's do some sieving, I guess. We can activate you, right? Yeah. Unfortunately, since it is netherite, it does require a bit of power, which is fine. And let's sieve. See what we get. Oh, garnet. We want rubies. I do have an extra ruby in the system. I just wanted to see how the suspicious mechanic works. I get coal. So anyways, I have noticed the best material to make your band or rings out of is netherite. And let's give this thing a test. I have made myself a jewel crafting station. So we come to the ring. We give you some netherite and we give you garnets. So this is going to increase my maximum health by how much? Don't have a clue, but we shall test. Yeah, it's definitely more. Not much, but more. So you go to Hell. We can also make an amulet, I suppose. That should give us some extra hearts. Yeah, it did have an effect. Cool. There are also these scrolls that you can find scattered around the world, but unfortunately I cannot get them to work. The quest book tells you to right click, and I think you're supposed to right click and something should happen, but it doesn't work. Well, maybe it's a bug, maybe it's going to be fixed in the next update, maybe I'm just doing things wrong. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.